Off? On? Okay. Are you starting now? Okay. Wait, do I look good? Okay, so my name is June, and this is my documentary of the international program that I'm doing right now, and I called it Your Presences Make Differences, and so yeah, let's watch it. How should I record this? Well, we'll see. To be honest, way back 2 years ago when I first came to the United States, I don't know why I am here, and I have no idea what makes me make that decision. I just simply thought that I'll get a better education in the States. Why? Because people told me so. So without any clue and strong motivations, I came to Oregon and discovered this new world. However, that question is still in my mind. Why am I here? As the time passes, the answer of what education is, or more specifically, what learning is, became more and more clear. How do I get that answer? I got it from the people around
Language is important because in order to get across what you want to get across, like ideas or feelings or information that's important, language is the number one way to do it.
Because communicating is a really abstract word, and language makes the whole abstract concept of connecting with each other and communicating with each other, make this abstract idea, make it come true and make it concrete and make it way easier to organize and way easier to understand.
Language is one of the first ways that we learn how to think, because without words and without communicating, we don't know how to describe things. And so while we can see the world with our eyes and we can touch things, that's all inside. So until we speak and we have language, we don't share those ideas. And it's in the sharing, I think, in the back and forth of telling somebody what you think and then hearing either confirmation or, oh no, that's not what I think. That's when we work things out.
Languages, as like society evolves, the languages evolve with it. So I think a really important part of how humans evolve is how the languages evolve too.
Language is what makes us human. Like whether that be sign language, like nonverbal language, and like communication, like physical communication as language, but like speaking and writing is what has made our intelligence, because we can share it and we can grow it, and like together we can build this beautiful knowledge base that we then draw from every single day, you know, stuff that is latent, that came from like prehistoric man to like 17th century to like yesterday on Twitter. You know, we're drawing from all these things that we would only have access to because of language. If we didn't have language, we would be probably still like banging rocks on rocks, you know.
Yes, of course.
Why?
Okay, so right now English is kind of the first language for the world.
The majority of the like online stuff now is in English because a lot of countries speak English.
Like English is used in a lot of places, so it could be really helpful if you want to get a job or if you just want to make new friends or if you want to come visit. It'll be really helpful here.
I don't think it's important, but I think it would be useful in the future.
If you wanted to study abroad in America, of course, then it's necessary. I think learning a language is really good and healthy, and it helps you learn about other cultures, and I think that's necessary.
If you know English, then you could communicate with more people and make more friends.
For the last several hundred years, English has been considered the language of science. Now, whether that will continue to be the same, I don't know. Depending on where you are in the world and what your ambitions are, or what your goals are, English can make a difference in the community that you're involved in. So the scientific community oftentimes uses English, Russian, or other languages because there's like a larger body of the community is from those countries.
We need to communicate with others and able to build our knowledge on each other.
I think communication is a really important part of just everyday life, and so the more people you can communicate with, the more you can learn.
There's a night I felt really bad about myself. For no reason. I just hated every inch of me. I was laying on my bed and started thinking, what do I hate the most of me? And I figured it out.
So hi, I am the founder of this international program, and my name is June. Ever since I came to the United States, I don't feel like I fit in school or either at home too, and I always feel like there's something wrong about me. I think that is my identity of being an international student, because I'm an international student, so people look at me differently even before they talk to me, and I just really hated the fact that I am an international student. So therefore, I was just thinking about this point every day, all over and all over again. And there's one day I look at the reflection that my phone screen makes, and then I told myself, oh my gosh, I hate you so much because you're too different. And at that point, I realized I used the word different, which is not necessarily a bad word. Different may be special. So at that point, I suddenly realized maybe I can turn my weakness into my strength. Instead of like avoiding my weakness and just keep hating my weakness, maybe I can make some change, because nothing's going to change the fact that I'm an international student. But what can I do about it? When I finally understand how important communication is, I put all my focus on English and was hoping to have more opportunities to change my life. However, changing is never easy. Trying to know how and what to change is even more difficult. On this path of pursuing a bigger future, it seems like I sort of lost myself. Yet for me, this is what I was looking for, a wife, so I can serve.
At the same week, National Honor Society asked us to do a leadership project. A lot of people are connecting with organizations and connecting with a group of people, but for me, I don't know anyone over here. But when I really think about it, I realize, hey, I do know a group of people. I do well know a school, which is the international school I used to attend. And I do know a group of people, which is the international students and the Taiwanese students, because I'm one of them. So from that point, I decided to help them. I really wanted to help them because when I first came here, it's hard to fit in. And I wish I know more about America. And then I wish I have like friends or connection even before I came here. So this is my first idea. So then I wanted to help the international students and my previous international, the school I used to attend, international school. I want to help those international students to like know more about this, about America, about United States before they came to study abroad, just like me. So it will be less difficult, and then they will like start to understand more and then start to consider more about their decision of coming here. So yeah, that's my first idea. And then I started to think more about it. Now how about the Taiwanese students? Because ever since I came here, people just keep asking me, how is the United States? How is your life over there? How is school over there? Like everybody just like throwing a bunch of questions at me about United States. And so then I thought, how about I can make the American students here who currently studying here and then who knows more about America than me to answer you guys' questions. So then I decided to do like letting American students and Taiwanese students, either regular Taiwanese students or international students, let them getting connected together as a pen pal using social media.
Step 1. Get involved. First, we will assign you with an American student. Step 2. Get connected. You and the American student will have each other's contact informations. Step 3. Ask. You can ask anything that you are curious about American high schoolers. Step 4. Feedback. Complete a survey at the end.
So yeah, I decided to do this program. At first, it was really hard because most of the people I wanted to like sign up to and get involved are the Taiwanese students. I'm not in Taiwan, so it's really hard to promote, but thanks to one of my best friends, Stephanie Wu, she studies in the international student I used to go to, and she helped me a lot on promoting.
I always believe that communication builds knowledges, and the most helpful way to learn a language is to practice. So I think this is very unique chance to you guys to learn English, and you can also make friends.
We were promoting on Instagrams, and then we were promoting on YouTube. It's just all over. And at first I really thought that there will be more students, there will be more international students who wanted to attend more than Taiwanese students, but then it was totally out of like my expectations. There are actually way more Taiwanese students than international students, way more. And I remember that night I was like really worrying about like there are no people who want to attend, so I went to shower just to like, you know, like refresh yourself and don't think about this for a second. After I took the shower and I came back, I look at my phone. Like usually, you know, like Instagram has like a red bubble on the right corner, like on the top right corner, and it says like how many messages you have, and it's usually like 10 or like 20 like for me. But then that day it says like literally it says 100 plus, and I was like, oh my gosh, like what just happened? And then so I looked into it, and then there are so many people from like regular Taiwanese schools, and they wanted to like attend this, and then most of the responses is just that they really wanted to like learn English, improve their English, and know more about United States, which is totally what I want, like the purpose of this project. I'm really happy. I feel like in that week I replied like, I don't know, 500 plus messages, but at the end there's only like around 100 Taiwanese students attending, which is not bad. There are like around like, I can't remember, 30 or 10-ish international students attending. And then the problem came to, how do I find out American students wanted to do this? So I'm promoting my project in National Honor Society's messages, and then I'm asking all of my friends. Like, if you ask 10 people, it won't be like any of the people who accept you, or even just like one person who wanted to do this. So I get rejected all the time. But anyways, at the end there are around 50 American students attending, which is like, I'm really impressed. Yeah, so like as you can see, like what you're hearing right now, so that is a lot of work. At first I'm just thinking about, maybe I'll just do all these by myself. Like I've never really but I've never thought to like go look for somebody who wanted to like help organizing all these people for me and stuff like that. And I found my friend Christy. She decided to help me too. She is really nice, and she's super kind, and she's super hardworking. That week, both of us would sleep like past 12, like every day.
Drew and I trying to fill out the spreadsheet. We're really going slowly because there's too many people to participate in this project. We actually worked till like late at night, yeah, to finish everything, yeah, and to create the survey forms, yeah, and to pair up with every student.
And we were just like FaceTiming each other, like having our own little meeting, and then do all the like organizing stuff, and then pairing up people, and then just all sorts of like stuff together. I remember both of us are so exhausted that week because it's also like our I can't remember, it's just like a lot of tests and homework that week too. So both of us are super exhausted, but we still did it. It was a really great experience, even though there are so many troubles that we were going through. Like as Christy, there are so many troubles and so many issues in the middle of all the processes, but I'm so happy to see so many people's responses about this.
I had 2 international students. Their names were Tiffany and Jenny.
I got Nicole.
Anna, Yellies, Stephanie, and Angela.
So my international friend was Roy.
It was Shilling and Vicky.
Maggie and Lynn are watching. Hi guys.
They're very photogenic.
Like shopping, and we like makeup. We also like listening to music as well. So I don't think there are any differences between us really.
I think they're a lot more busy than I am. They have a busier schedule, and they work honestly harder in school than I do.
Like obviously we're in different places and we have like different customs and like things that we do on the norm, but other than that I think we're pretty similar. Like we both like are busy with school and like hang out with friends and other stuff. So
I think she's very interesting, talking to me and letting me learn about your culture and where you're from. It was super interesting to learn about.
Difference, I mean, the culture is mostly the difference.
So me and Dory both like adventure and we both like to travel a lot. Me and Yuma really connect through like music.
Yeah, we got to share experiences, my experiences in America and their experiences in their countries, and we got to compare and contrast and see what was different, and it was I learned a lot about like their culture.
So learn about different countries other than Taiwan.
I learned so much in this process of like organizing things and then have clear minds and do exactly like do things on time, set myself like due dates so then I can finish things on time.
Learning English is important. In this project, I finally realized that it's not only a subject in school but also a tool to make a connection with this world.
The people who I've spoken to who speak other languages, their languages are really important to them.
They speak their opinion a lot, and then they are not shy usually. Like some people are shy, but yeah. But like even shy people, like when they want to talk their opinion or like political or about war or about race, like they speak a lot.
This program helped me improve my English skills.
I have learned some things about American cultures and colors, and knew that there are more Asian students than I thought in high school.
Learn more about American culture, the relationship between American teenagers and then the school daily life.
I got the chance to improve my English speaking or English skills.
The project was great. It was like actually one of the funnest things I've done voluntarily.
So I think that June's project is so cool because they're doing the same thing that a larger organization would be able to do, except you're doing it in the same level. It's not a smaller scale even. You're just doing it purely based off of social media and connections and people's good intentions. Because let's say that she started an organization that's like June's Connecting or something like that, and she did it, it would probably be larger, but it would be the same effect. But she's doing it purely based off of social media and people's willingness to be able to help others and connect with people across the world, and I think that's so cool.
I think we very rarely get to get glimpses into other people's lives, especially people that live like, for some, halfway around the world and things like that. So I think it was really, really cool to learn about just how they live.
I think it's so awesome to communicate with people outside of the U.S. because you just get to learn a lot and share different stories.
It's cool and smart idea, and I applaud you and Christy for coming up with it.
Thank you.
Thanks for the program and for Kathy to chat it with us.
Glad to meet you, Corey. I was so happy to chat with you.
Thank you, Emma. No matter how busy you are, you will still remember to reply me. I hope you can come to Taiwan for sightseeing during the summer vacation, and I can be your tour guide. Bye-bye.
I think this is a very good experience, and I have lots of fun in it.
Hello, Teresa. I'm Ray, and we should get good grades on competitions.
And I want to thanks to June and Corey give me a chance to realize American. Thank you.
Hi, Kitty, I'm Bella. And even though you don't know June, but like you just want to help her, I was like, oh my gosh, you're so cute. I hope we can meet each other in States or in Canada. Yeah, thank you. Enjoy your day.
Interested in American life, so I signed up immediately. The person I talked to was very nice and friendly. Education in the West is very different compared with the education here. Perhaps one day I can go to America to study there. And at the end, thanks to June to having this project. And see you. Goodbye.
Hi. I'm happy to participate in this activity to get to learn English this way and hope to learn more about American culture in the future. Thank you.
I'm Yo-Yo. I'm glad to enjoy this international project, and in this time I've learned a lot, and we share about our lives to each other. If a nice chance.
Hey Ralph, thank you for the help of this title make me English progress. Hope you and your girlfriend can always be happy.
Hello, Liz. I'm very appreciate you guys help this activity, and I'm very enjoy it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Shura. I'm happy to join this program and nice to meet you. Bye bye.
Hi, I'm from Malaysia. Thank you for having me in this program. It's been a very great experience and all the best to all of you. Bye. Thank you.
During the process of connecting Taiwanese students and other international students with the American students, there are many Taiwanese and international students who came to me telling me that they are afraid of talking English or even texting English. But at the end, they didn't just text in English and actually make an American friend. They are also willing to film a video of themselves talking English, and I think it is a great accomplishment for them.
When you talk to people that speak multiple languages, you realize that they have a different way of looking at the world.
I just never thought that I can actually turn my weaknesses into my strength, and I'm really facing it. So thank you all so much for this, participating in this. It means a lot to me. I don't know if you guys know that, but it means a lot, a huge deal of me. This is something that changes my life, and I'm serious, this totally changed my life. I found back my confidence that I'm losing in the United States, and and I think this is called a reborn stage of me. So really putting myself out there and to look at you guys. So thank you so much. Bye!